Hello and welcome to this video all about graphs. Many of my students have trouble describing trends, but it's really very simple. Today I'm going to show you a few different expressions and rules that will help you describe and explain these trends. We're going to begin by listening to a presentation by a business analyst at my entirely fictitious company, Shine Limited. He's going to describe the various ups and downs and peaks and troughs of our sales in the last financial year. So, over to you, Mr. Business Analyst.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my presentation of Shine Limited sales in the year 2011. As you can see, 2011 was a rather turbulent year for us, with a lot of ups and downs. After launching our product, there was a gradual rise in sales in January from 0 to just under 2,000. Following a slight fall in February, we commenced an advertising campaign which resulted in sales rocketing by 8,000 from around 2,000 to a peak of just under 10,000. There was a small decrease at the end of March before sales levelled off and remained constant throughout April and May. In July, sales dipped to approximately 7,000 but improved in late August to reach 8,000. Unfortunately, sales then plummeted, dropping dramatically between September and October by 7,000 units, bottoming out and hitting a year low of 1,000. Luckily, sales began to recover, albeit unsteadily and with frequent fluctuation. But in late December, sales stood at 4,000, and the good news is, it looks as if we'll avoid bankruptcy.
So how did my business analyst describe the graph? Well, he used a combination of verb, adverb, and adjective noun collocations, prepositions, and of course numbers. So let's look first of all at the verb, adverb collocations. He used verbs like to increase, and to decrease. But we shouldn't always use the same terms over and over again. Let's look at some alternatives. To increase means to go up, or to rise, or to ascend, or to gain. And to decrease means to fall, or to drop, or to decline, or to descend. If figures rise very quickly, they rocket, and if they decrease very rapidly, they plummet. But sometimes verbs don't give us enough information, and we need adverbs to tell us if the figures have risen very slowly and steadily, or very rapidly and erratically. So that was the verb-adverb collocation, but what about the adjective-noun collocation? Well, it's really very easy. All you have to do is convert the adverb into an adjective and the verb into a noun. So sales fell steeply becomes there was a steep fall in sales. Sales increased rapidly becomes there was a rapid increase in sales. And sales dropped slowly becomes there was a slow drop in sales. Let's look at some examples.
There was a slow and steady increase. Sales increased slowly and steadily. There was a gradual rise. Sales rose gradually. There was a sharp increase in sales. Sales increased sharply. There was a considerable jump in sales. Sales jumped considerably. Sales rose steeply. There was a steep rise in sales. Sales rocketed. There was a gentle, steady decrease. Sales decreased slowly and steadily. There was a gradual fall in sales. Sales fell gradually. There was a continuous drop in sales. Sales dropped continuously over the year. Sales peaked at 10,000 units. There was a peak in sales of 10,000 units. Sales reached a high of 10,000 units. Sales bottomed out at 1,000 units. Sales hit a low of 1,000 units. Sales reached a low of 1,000 units. Sales leveled off and then remained constant. Sales flattened out and then stayed the same. Sales fluctuated. Sales rose and fell. Sales undulated. Sales increased in fits and starts over the year. Sales went up unsteadily over the 12-month period. Sales rose erratically over the course of the year. Sales stagnated for about 7 months and then recovered significantly. There was a 7-month stagnation in sales and then there was an improvement.
So we've almost finished. We just have one more topic. When, where and how do we use prepositions in graphs? The most important prepositions to do with graphs include from, to, by, at and of. We use from and to describe the direction of movement. For example, there was an increase from 2 million to 5 million. We use by to describe the difference. There was an increase from 2 million to 5 million. There was an increase by 3 million. We use at to describe a static point on the graph. Sales peaked at 5 million. Sales bottomed out at 2 million. Sales currently stand at 3 million. Finally, we can use of to give any quantity following a noun. For example, there was an increase of 2 million. There was a peak of 5 million. There was a decrease of 3 million. So that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and comment. And your homework for today is to describe this graph.